What's up, guys? We just got up into the tree. I'm set up. It's kind of a money spot, really. We're at the end of an SMZ on one side of us. We got about a 40-acre pine thicket, and I'm about 98% sure that's where these deer are bedding and coming from. I got a pond behind me. On the other side of the SMZ, I've got a big cut hayfield, and then to my right, at the end of this SMZ, I've got another cut hayfield. So there's a lot of white oaks in here. This is a good spot for the deer to naturally travel through. I scouted this place the other day and put out a camera, and there's a bunch of rubs going up and down these trails in the bottom of this thing. So I've got 4 different bucks on camera in here, but the problem is it's all nighttime pictures, and I'm not talking about like right after dark. I'm talking about like 2-3 a.m. So the weather is set up for a big buck. It's overcast, got a steady wind. It kind of feels rainy, even though there's none in the forecast. But with all my pictures of those deer being that late in the night, then we may shoot a doe. I haven't made up my mind yet. We'll make that decision when the time comes. Run out of camera light pretty quick, but I had 4 does come in. I can still hear one of them walking to my right. Anyway, I had 4 does come in right after camera light. I turned my big camera on to see if I could get them in frame, but there's just not enough light under this canopy for the camera to pick up any good quality picture. It was real grainy. I couldn't hardly see anything. I turned the Tacticam on my bow. Maybe it was able to see, I don't know. But I shot one of the bigger does at about 15 yards. And she's laying dead. I can see her. She's about 35 to 40 yards away from me right now. We're gonna... That other deer's still right here. We're gonna pack everything up, climb down. We're gonna go put our hands on her. Okay, we've got down and got everything packed up. She wasn't standing far from the tree, 15 yards. Oh yeah, here's my arrow here. A lot of good blood around it. Complete pass through. Grim Reapers ain't no joke. And she's literally laying another 20 yards that way.
no lungs. I mean, Grim Reapers, they don't play. It was a pretty good size hole. Not sure where I hit her on the other side. She was almost straight down from me, so probably from, I'm gonna say where that came out, it's gonna be a little bit high. A little bit high. All right, so she's not laying far from the field. I think what we're gonna do is take the bow and the rest of the gear back to the Jeep, pull it up to the edge of the field here. That way we ain't got to drag her too far. We'll snap a couple of pictures and be on our way. All right, got my big light now. Fix to get my drag out of my backpack. And now the real work starts. Go get her, drag her back up to the field. We got a little bit better light. Well, here she is. I'm a little bit out of breath from dragging her out of that little bowl that we was hunting in. But as it started getting dark, I heard footsteps to my left. I turned and looked, and a bigger doe was coming, but she had two little ones with her, and their spots were not gone completely, so I elected not to shoot her, let her stay with those babies. And then this deer come up at the back of the line by herself. She come in about 15 yards, turned perfectly broadside, gave me a shot. The camera light wasn't very good. Under that canopy, the light dissipates fairly quickly, so I'm about 98% sure I wasn't able to get the shot. I know my big camera couldn't see anything, but I did have the Tacticam on my bow on, so I'll have to look at that when I get home and see if you're able to see anything, but I'm just about certain that you can't. But besides not being able to get the shot because of the camera light, I'd say it went pretty well.